So we are currently watching season number 3. In fact, we are currently watching the cast of Stranger Things reacting to Stranger Things, and we are reacting to that. We have done the first 2 episodes. You can check those episodes in this playlist, and you will also find some very interesting more Stranger Things videos there. A lot of theories we have talked about, some very interesting theories we have talked about. But anyway, season 3 was very interesting, and it was a different change of pace because season 1 and 2 were set in winter. We had that winter Hawkins energy, but now we are into the summer season one.
Season 3 was a fun one.
Can't believe they
Yeah,
let me
it
do
was
that.
fun.
My hands were shaking. I was so nervous.
Yeah, and we also got to see Robin for the first time.
That was a pretty difficult scene, I'm not gonna lie.
That's why that scene is hilarious.
Like, come on, be a better friend.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, for the longest time, I was not very on board with season 3's different change of pace, but I got along eventually. Of course. It was funny though, huh? Season 3 I think was extremely funny.
We're gonna watch chapter 1. Susie, do you copy?
Yeah, we do copy. Yeah, the iconic Robin intro.
It was definitely in my audition for the show, and definitely one of the first things I ever filmed. Trying to decide how I was gonna hold my hands with my character, be like leaned in and collapsed or more upright.
Yeah.
I thought about it so hard.
Yeah,
My
that
hands were
happens.
shaking. I was so nervous.
Even in real life.
Sort of like right on pitch perfect for the reference of this season. Fast Times or Breakfast Club. You know, season 2 is a lot of Goonies kind of energy.
Yeah,
for me.
Goonies.
A little bit more like off the wall, a little wackier.
Why would somebody use that phrase?
Hey, Dingus, you're
Now
Hey,
I can
Dingus.
imagine saying it myself. I was just working on my lines for this season, and I had that reaction to another line where I was like, how am I gonna do this?
So for this one, it was me and Priya and Gaten and mine. And it was
Yeah.
kind of like our thing.
Only 4,
It felt
yeah.
like it was the real beginning of a new chapter, and just kind of watching it brings me back.
And I'm sure that combo is again going to return in season 5.
Yeah, I can count.
You know that means you suck.
Yep.
He was there for my last audition for the show. It was a chemistry read. He just was rooting for me to succeed. He's an incredible scene partner. Anybody could be funny acting with him. Anybody could be real acting with him.
Yeah,
throws
he's a
you the ball
charmer.
so well. So I give him all the credit. If I could go back
Nice.
and tell myself anything, it would be like, you can relax. This space has you.
Oh, I didn't like this angle though. Huh? Yeah, Karen and Billy. I didn't like that
I was
at
just
all.
that Karen never left the house. She like delivered a casserole season 1 and went to a funeral. And here we are. She's at the pool.
Yeah.
Coming down.
She's chugging that Coke. She's got her full face of makeup on. We have the custom designed swimsuit that I love, the pearls, the necklace. All the ladies are waiting for Hot Billy to come out. Maybe I turned my wedding ring around. I don't know. I think I kept it on. Here he is, Dacre.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dacre, yeah.
he's quite attractive, as we all know. Oh, and that shot, I remember we shot that.
That's a
for
modest
Jefferson.
way
this-
to put it.
This like butterfly or bug just like flew through the frame, and they loved that. It was perfect timing. I remember they came up to me and said that. We were just having so much fun, and all these kids who were just thrilled to be there. The Duffers were having a great time. I remember them eating watermelon, and it was just fun. I mean, it was like being at summer camp for those scenes.
Yeah, of course. It was set in summer.
Hey, lord ass!
This poor kid. But that was the 80s. The 80s, you know, people
Yeah.
just said things. I mean, people called me Nestle Crunch because I had terrible acne, right? Because my face looked the back of a Nestle Crunch bar.
That's
Here
mean.
we are, Billy, and I'm posing, and I'm like, yep, there I am. So I never really learned how to swim. I grew up in the Bronx going under fire hydrants, and my parents didn't take me for lessons, and they're like, you're gonna be doing the backstroke. And you know, I wanted to look attractive, not just, you know, splashing around. And so I had to take swimming lessons to learn how to
Even
do
I
the
don't know how to
backstroke.
swim.
So, which was
Terrible
good.
at it.
Everyone should learn to swim. My husband came up with a really good idea. He goes, look, you don't look so good doing the backstroke. Because I was just learning. So he ordered like a little floaty and cut a little piece, and he put it in the back of my bathing suit. And so it kept me up a little bit, courtesy of my lovely husband. Little movie magic.
True.
Oh yeah, this is the montage of Karen. And I love that they showed this because, you know, putting on a whole 80s look, it's time consuming. You gotta blow out your hair, you gotta get that 3-part eyeshadow shape going. She's got the perfume. She's thinking she should take her wedding ring off. It's bad. It's good. She takes it off, she's ready to go. She's gonna leave. And then she sees
Oh.
Ted. So this is interesting. Originally, it was just Ted in the chair. I said, I think if you put baby Holly there, it's gonna hit her.
Nice.
She's gonna think, oh, this is my family. I'm not gonna do this to
Nice.
my family. It's very
That was a
poignant.
good
She
addition.
realizes she can't go.
Break out your 80s print shirt and your high-waisted shorts.
This is from Stranger Things 3, Chapter 2, The Mallrats.
Yeah. This is the iconic scene.
Henderson.
Henderson.
Oh, man.
This is where Dustin and Steve are introduced back together. We came up with that handshake, I think like 20 minutes before we did that shot, and that was really fun.
Okay,
I
nice.
think this music deserves an award.
How many children are you
Are you friends with? Robin.
Agreed, Maya.
No way. Hotter than Phoebe Case?
Mhm.
No.
Brilliant, too, and she doesn't even care that my real pearls are still coming in. What I love so much is the aesthetic shift. Steve spends the
Yeah.
whole season dressed
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this. and
exactly,
it is
right.
ridiculous
Right.
and hilarious.
You're
And I'm
right.
so glad that they kept going with the Dustin and Steve dynamic.
It was fun to have like a second chance to work with Gaten. We had this
Ah.
comfortability with each other.
In
Also a
season
funny
2?
thing to explore that this guy is now 7 years his junior. What that says about Steve kind of shines a new light on him.
Yeah, of course. Cements the idea that he is friends with younger people.
But you can fix this. It's just one little mistake.
This was funny.
I've made hundreds, thousands. Max
Yeah.
has dumped me 5 times. But what have I done? Huh? Have I despaired? No.
I practiced this.
I've won her back every
Single freaking time. When I did that, I was like, this was the time
I remember
that
this.
I won her back. So I was like, intentionally doing it, individually bringing my hands together, bringing it back to that like one time, like,
Lucas is funny.
I'll show you. Come on.
I'd
Get
say
her
his
some presents.
Most nerdiest year was season 3 though. He was like confident, but he still didn't know how to deal with a girl. He's got his heart like punched.
Of course,
got
no one
knocked
does.
out a couple times. Got to push through it. Got to get through it.
Isn't this a nice surprise?
I can't believe they let me do that.
What
are
are you doing here?
Shopping.
Man, I haven't watched season 3 in so long.
What's wrong with
They
you?
use Madonna's music
What is she,
here,
a little
right?
pet?
Yeah.
Am I your pet?
What? No.
Season 3 was a fun one. For the first half of the season, the stakes are maybe a little bit lower. It's just kids, summer 80s.
Summer,
fun.
yeah.
You said Nana was sick.
She is.
The worst liars of all time.
She's super sick. That's why we're here, actually. Yeah, we're shopping for her, for Nana. For Nana.
I remember Fernanda.
Did the boys tell you about Fernanda?
We kept laughing at Caleb saying, Fernanda.
Caleb will
Oh.
just sometimes make me break character. He makes me laugh so much.
He's like, is she gonna
I
throw me
dump
against
your
this
ass.
wall? That's actually funny though, cause 11 could beat Mike's ass. Mike's
Yeah.
like, yo. Lucas is terrified of Max as well. That's why that scene is hilarious.
Hilarious, yeah.
I dump your ass.
There the dialogue comes.
You guys, I love that.
Oh,
Charlotte made her
interesting.
superpowers to tell him, like, no,
Interesting.
this isn't
Interesting.
okay. This is not what I believe in. She's
Interesting.
as cold as ice. Max has helped her find her voice.
I just remember being super excited. Max and Elle were kind of getting along. I didn't
yeah.
know it was going to be like this iconic moment.
You don't officially know that the line was going to pop, but I did remember thinking that it was really funny reading it.
Bitchin' and I dump your ass and mouth breather. Those one-liners I knew were going to stick.
Okay, this is Stranger Things 3, Chapter 3, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard. And this is Will and Mike's argument.
Yeah, this is where things get
Hey, what
serious.
is this? Oh, this scene and the rain in the back, it's so intense.
Problem, you guys are never in the mood anymore. You're ruining our party. That's not true.
That's sad that Mike is like that, because he comes around in the end. He still wants to play games in D&D.
I just remember that whole scene and the rain and being freezing. Oh, perfection. Am I Michael, you don't like girls?
This was the first time everyone got
in
a
the
proper
chest for
indication
that
about
kid.
Will.
That look on sort of both their faces is sort of like, well, he didn't mean for it to come out like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
Mike,
course.
like, come on, be a better friend.
We're just gonna sit in my basement all day and play games for the rest of our lives? Yeah. I guess I did.
It was hard for that little kid.
Well, don't
Of
go out, it's
course.
raining. I remember they had to do it a few times and dry Noah off.
He was like such a great friend to him in season 2, and then I don't know what happened here.
That was when he was sort of, his rebellious phase.
Now we're about to watch a scene from Stranger Things 3, Chapter 4.
The sauna test.
This was kind of like my first
Yeah, the
action
4th
scene
episode.
that I've ever done, and I was really excited to do it.
she was very funny though.
Odd blend of characters.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
This is like the beginning of Steve and Robin's friendship, maybe even before they know how deep it's gonna go. That
I love
such
them
a
both.
tight scroll space. That blew my mind that she got in there.
They didn't include the dialogue. There is no America with Erica.
Baby.
Well, I remember doing that. I thought that was gonna be harder than what it actually was, but it wasn't that bad. I was so hot in that costume. Like, oh my gosh. I literally remember how the knee pads and the arm pads and the helmet and stuff, I remember how that feels on me. Like, every time I rapped shooting, I would slip those knee pads down and my knees would be so sweaty. Honestly, season 3 and shooting with Gay and Maya and Joe, that was such a fun season. Like, I really enjoyed myself.
That's like such the appeal of this show, I think, is it kind of has a little something for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah. Free ice cream for life. Yeah, I remember such odd dialogues because I have rewatched seasons so many times now.
This show is so violent. I forget all the time.
Of course.
It was interesting because in season 2, their relationship was so strained, and I think Max was so affected
Distant,
by
yeah.
Billy. In season 3, Max is having so much fun, and you see her really coming out of her shell a lot. Then, of course, Billy becomes possessed and forces himself back in the narrative. Max has no choice but to face it head on again, and she's kind of forced to care about him too, and his safety in a way. A lot of confusion going on, but also happening within a matter of days. I think that's kind of more what season 4 dealt with, and just like coping
the
with
aftermath
that and processing all of it.
This is from Chapter 5, The Flayed.
This is where we find ourselves in quite the predicament in an underground secret Russian base, which is bonkers to say. And I loved filming there, so I hope you guys like rewatching this part.
I remember
You die,
this
I die.
and
There's that scene.
lab.
I haven't watched this in so long. This is so fun to get to see this.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I love doing this. Yeah.
We call this the Death Star because it felt very much the Scooby-Doo vibes.
The elevator was really that small, so I really was struggling trying to get under there.
I scraped my knees so bad doing that.
That was a pretty difficult scene, I'm not gonna lie.
It's just like ridiculous, the stuff that we're doing. Like a Russian mall base. Jesus Christ.
It didn't glow though. It was just like green slime.
Holy mother of God.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Now this is
Russian
where
lab stuff was an incredible set to work in. You just believed it when you were inside of it. It was like you were there, an imaginary universe that you're in, and also it was basically fully air conditioned 100% of the year. Everyone was really jealous of us.
How's your Russian? It's time to start chapter 6.
Hey, Marie Bauman.
And one extra long.
Yeah, this was
Season 3
fun.
was very much this buddy relationship here of always going at it. Two guys who each think they're the smartest person in the room and have zero patience for the other.
So he can stop selling us that crap.
Hopper was so
This season
different
was
from
first
the first
where I
season and the
started
second
speaking
season.
Russian, and that was really exciting. Elena Baranova, my coach,
Mm.
also coached Gary Oldman
Oh.
in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Incredible dialect and language coach. You know, me being able to do this is very much a credit to her and how she taught me.
Нет вишни, нет уговора. He says, no cherry, no deal.
This is just such
This
an
is funny.
example of like great
Very funny.
80s comedy here.
I'm just giving him an opportunity to get his own.
Great. So funny. David's
Slurpee.
such an amazing comedic actor. He really knows
Yes.
how to play the different levels of comedy. and he often would make me laugh. And, you know, him infusing the real emotion through all of that was really fun to play against.
The source.
Where, Elle? Where are you?
I miss when Max was cognitive. I remember this.
Elle, we found it.
Steelworks.
Get out!
That kind of fooling effect is a really big, like, rig. The only way I can describe it is like a baby bouncer, but then I spun backwards, and so I would do really big flips. So I could only do it for like a few seconds at a time because I would literally vomit.
The dedication it takes.
He can't hear you. He shouldn't have.
Yeah, this was very good.
The void is a space that Eleven's able to access someone's mind, and this is kind of her safe space. This is where no one can really find her or know that she's there. So to learn that it's a trap and that that's just what the Mind Flayer wanted me to do is kind of eerie, and she doesn't even feel safe in her own skin.
We are going to end everyone.
Now we're gonna get into chapter 7, The Bite.
Oh, this is where everyone comes together.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, get away from the windows!
Oh, this is cool.
What's gonna happen?
That, like, takes so long to film.
This is the cabin, right? Yeah. I remember this.
It's close.
I think this scene took quite a few days to piece together.
Of course, gigantic scene.
It's a lot of like figuring out moving pieces, you know, especially when there's so many actors in like one space.
The window, everyone looked to the window, so it's a lot of like, you're like, wait, what are we looking for?
It's just a bit of a dance and kind of just figuring out, and there's like a million shots that you have to get to piece together. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's always just hard, like, trying to imagine what these things look like. You know?
But again, it's really fun to have those practical effects come in, and this was a very physical scene, I think, for all of us. You know, we're all, like, running around and doing different things, so it was a lot of coordinating and shooting this, shooting this gun.
Nancy is badass, man. Yeah.
They had a crew member with like a vest on that had like a rubber arm that you could control that was strapped to him. I remember that.
Well, I think there might have been like other tentacle-y things going on just for reference, but yeah, some of it's, you know, some of it's imagined, some of it's like kind of, you know, there in your face.
Okay.
Oh, this was such a good scene.
This girl.
Such a heartbreaking scene, though.
Or just being prepared personally, really deeply prepared. Doing a rehearsal with the brothers before the shooting day was really helpful. I think we rehearsed it on a Friday and shot it on a Monday.
It shocked me to my core. But I like you.
I really rooted for them to get together.
I really like you.
I do still.
I'm not like your other friends. And I'm not like Nancy Wheeler.
Robin, that's exactly why I like you. Working on set can be stressful, and there's a lot of different things going on. And it can be really great when you have something like this to just set everything aside, no matter what's going on in your personal life, and to just pour yourself into this one day, let all your walls down, just be in the moment with the other person. Mrs. Click?
Tammy Thompson. I wanted her to look at me.
This is where he gets it.
I feel like we had a successful relationship in that way, me and Maya. I feel like this was a real turning point, maybe in the relationship
their
in the show,
friendship,
but also
yeah.
Me and her in real life. Just kind of the respect that we have for each other.
Yeah, because it was
She's
such an
a good
intimate,
friend
personal,
and
huge scene.
Very talented actress.
And you didn't even like her.
Yeah.
I would go home and just scream into my pillow.
Tammy Thompson's a girl. It's very difficult to kind of appreciate it, but being able to look back now with a little more time in between it, it's a fun scene to watch and fun to watch your friend do so well. Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I think Alexi is really
Alexi.
the character who teaches Murray to be more pro-people. Alexi helps Murray to sort of find his humanity. Oh, Faye.
Predator.
Yeah, he was.
One of the most extreme times of
That
when
Russian guy.
fans came at me was the fact that I went to get corn dogs. Why did you go and get those corn dogs and let Alexi die? I wonder if people would have gotten mad at Alexi if he went and got corn dogs and I was the one who got shot. That's one of those questions that keeps me up at night. The lesson that Alexi teaches Murray in how they communicate and then also in his death, the silver lining of grief, it can really remind you of your humanity and how much you care about people and wake you up to your own capacity to love.
I just left for a minute for a corn dog. A stupid corn dog.
Stupid
This is a scene from chapter 8, Battle of Starcourt.
Yeah.
This is what Alexi called the hub. Now the hub takes... I'm really loving the Bruce Willis.
In this scene, two people are absolute gem of an actors and extremely funny. Priya and then Dustin. Extremely funny.
Look, I gotta say, Murray really meets his match here.
Yeah.
What, you're just gonna waltz in there like it's kind
Yeah.
of Disneyland or something?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Erica Sinclair, who are you?
Murray, he's no longer the
Bowman.
smartest person in the room. She is.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to tell you how to do things. I was talking to my mom in the trailer, and I was like, I really don't want to hurt his feelings. And she was like, he's an actor. I'm sure his feelings won't get hurt. You do what this man tells you, you're all gonna die.
I'm sorry, why is this 4-year-old
4-year-old talking to me?
I'm 10, you bald
Bald bastard.
It's something to get called a bald bastard by a small child. I think he's just annoyed. I don't think a child's going to affect Murray's self-esteem. There's bigger things at hand than our self-esteem. She's an obstacle, but then, he has to admit that she's right.
Susie!
Oh, this is the funniest scene in the history of Stranger Things. And I'm extremely doubtful that they're going to top this one in season 5 also.
I want to hear it.
Not right now. Well, we all knew that Gaten had the voice of an angel, and I think the Duffers were trying in some way to fit that in because it's like kind of too funny not to have that character have an amazing voice.
I remember they were just joke, like, we're gonna get you to sing in the show. I'm like,
Hmm.
they did.
Oh my god.
This
is great.
Look at
what you see.
Gabby is so good in this scene.
And the reaction of
Gabby
Jim
was also
Hopper in
Broadway
this scene,
kid.
man.
I feel like it wouldn't have worked without someone as electric as Gabby, and it works
Too.
really.
And
really
that hand goes out. So
funny. Stakes are so high for something.
yeah,
so
this reaction
silly.
from Jim.
I love that this is like canon, that Dustin has like an amazing voice.
Yeah.
This song will forever
And
be
they're
great
all
my
in.
existence. Now people will just like,
Mind
walk
fit.
past me and just play it at me. I never know how to like react. other than
Oh,
being like,
Priya.
It feels like it was designed fully to fuck with me.
I miss you, Dusty Bun.
Ah,
you too, Susie Boo.
the funniest scene, man.
What's interesting about this scene, we all filmed this separately. Me and Noah filmed
Oh.
this separately from Dacre and Millie. Sadie and Finn, separate days.
Well,
And that
The
flare
ultimate
was not even
sacrifice.
there. It was just a silver ball, just up and down. We just had to keep throwing at it. This scene was crazy. The
Mm.
score on this show is amazing. The way they're able to make the scene stand out, the level of emotion and pain that Dacre did an amazing job here. Even Max watching, crazy.
This was my favorite day.
Oh,
ever.
that's it.
This is the most fun I've ever had.
Classic.
Everyone has to be on in that moment.
Oh my god, that became a meme.
That's really different when they add all the special effects.
Ugh, I cannot even look at it.
That's fucked.
Hey. This was more on the funnier side, as I said, because even the cast mentioned it, that it was filmed in that summer scenario. So it's all about summer vacations and summers. It's funny and it's colorful, so all those things. But it was a good season nonetheless. Although when it came out, I enjoyed it pretty much. It was funny, but then over the time I was like, season 1 and 2 has a very different vibe, season 3 has a very different vibe, but then season 4 again came into that similar vibe to season 1 and 2, the even darker in fact. Anyways, this was season number 3. We are definitely going to react to season number 4 as well. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.